سلام بچه ها، داریم با قسمت دیگه از برنامه
So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Luminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? I'd like to investigate them more. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. How? Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions. You mean destroy them for good? I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the Illuminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the Illuminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound. Damn, that does sound promising. Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight.
Should I go there next? Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Can't get rid of you.
You wanted to talk? Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes.
Great. I feel safer already.
But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right?
I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow.
That's truly amazing, but of no use to us. Radiation during a magnetic storm is no joke. I don't want to risk our life.
Never say never.
Huh. Incredible. Let's see where this leads. kidding me? Fuck this.
Hello.
I can see you're gloomy.
Do you really want to waste time dwelling on that?
Isn't a sad person less efficient than a happy one? Let's try to find something to cheer you up, for the sake of the mission.
Well, look at you, talking about efficiency. I appreciate a good success story. It's inspiring to read about someone who achieves something great despite life's obstacles.
Every day of our survival on this planet is a success story. Life isn't easy on us. We're a bunch of heroes.
We're not heroes. We're a group of miserable replicas of one ordinary guy. Still, that doesn't mean we can't succeed.
I have something for you. I used the illuminator on one of those strange areas on the surface, and it revealed some sort of plants, but not real living plants. More like a projection of another dimension that became visible to me. Keep going. I followed their path and found something that could have been their core. And when I used the illuminator on it, I found some interesting specimens.
Really? Specimens from the interval. Did you secure them properly? Of course. I have to take them to my lab immediately. Let me study them thoroughly. Jan, this is beyond my wildest dreams. A whole new area of research wide open before me.
کلا انداختیم برای حرکت کنیم.
Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about? We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views. We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. If you ask me, we should get us some turntables and launch a proper set. Turn this place into a club. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table? Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient. That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz. Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's get a rave started. Hell yeah! Unbelievable. Look. There's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle? Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind. The very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation. Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy. To be authentic. Hey, remember that gig we had in a shed and the electricity died and we ended up moving to a total stranger's house for an epic after party? And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college. Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar. He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds. That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. But the bastard was too drunk to find his way back out. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. Tinkering with synth loops was more of my thing. Luckily, we're not here to perform music. You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, we need it. And I'm telling you, this is the least.
Maxwell, I have good news. I managed to get your rescue team airborne.
Glad to hear it. I've made progress too.
Well done. And how is your cargo?
Rubidium? Yeah, it's safe, don't worry.
Good. And your altars? Are there many of them?
I'm trying to keep their number limited.
Of course. I'm sure it's a challenging experience every time, but you mustn't be afraid to do anything that can increase your chances, Jan. You should know I've been busy too. Testing the waters, as they say, about the possible fate of your potential crew after you come back.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
Wait a second. Don't you work for them?
I work with them, Jan. Does it mean I can't have dreams of my own?
Dreams? What dreams?
Would you laugh if I told you I believe we can change the face of the world? Depleting resources, insufficient food production, they're just symptoms. We could get to the cause.
We?
Yes. It's impossible without you, Jan. You have the insight now. You have experienced the truth about life. Because what is it really? Nothing but a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
And you think this is it?
Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about rubidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
It feels good to have somebody on my side.
Thank you for your trust. Let me tell you something in return about myself. You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself.
So?
Yes, it was mine.
You were responsible for all this. The mine records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
Who commissioned these experiments?
I can't say any more. I'm sorry. Not now. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, well,
Okay. I get it.
So it's just between me and you. And I have to warn you, it may get harder for you.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your altars, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Take care, Jan. It's going well. Just keep it up, and you'll be proud of yourself.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote?
We had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics. Something fresh and relatable to...
And by
us, obviously. I like it. Let's get down to it. That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write about?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew, right? Sound what? What's your subject of choice?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Nope. We're in this together.
Fine. Give me the shortest part.
And what'll you sing about?
Quantum mechanics? What else? Landsats?
Okay. I can sing about all the things we've been through. That could work. On the path.
How about I've been roaming with no guiding light?
Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight. All right, looks like we've got it.
Let's just get this over with.
Come on, even you can take the stick out of your ass once in a while. Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around,
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen.
what if I got to spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight, and though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today, oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide.
base moving soon, the sun will...
Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving?
More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system.
My what?
We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious.
Curious? In what way?
I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them.
Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan? Is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. Need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on.
You're short-sighted. We need those additional resources to ensure better safety measures in the future.
You've got to be kidding me. Hey, you feeling all right?
I think my metabolism of glucose might have been affected. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. That's exactly what I...
Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting the gravity field around here. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air like those rocks.
Amazing. The sheer scale of it. I wonder if it's related to the interval.
There's no time for that. We need to figure out a way to move on.
Well, there's no way you'll find a solution if you don't study the problem first, is there?
Okay, I get it. What are we looking for then?
We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field distortion characteristics. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map.
Okay,
I'm on it.
Hey, Fred?
me to lend a hand with this?
Hey man, you're clearly meaningless small talk. So maybe punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need... Maybe you should punch me. Why not? Let it all out. You don't want that. Trust me. But I appreciate the offer. So, I'm fine, thanks. But I still feel much weaker. Remember, you're not alone here. If anything's too kind of you to say that, physical strength is... Being strong seems to matter a lot to you. Well, I just like the... Problems are gone here. It's a... Maybe, but... Was... Like... If everything that happened to me isn't true, then... I mean... Did they... It's possible. Huh. So... Hypothetically, someone who in my mind is... Let's say... Total... That's... Good idea. Right. Work. See you around then.
come see me? There's a thing.
Something wrong with her. I saw it. And I didn't do anything. Wait, what the hell happened to her? What does it look like? She's gone. Molly's gone. What? But why? I mean, no, that's not possible. There was never any problem with her.
I came to see her like I did that's just one thing.
At least her life had meaning. She will be remembered as the first living
Okay. We're all sad, but I guess we'll have to accept this unexpected loss and, well, move on. However hard it may be.
Accidents like this have been observed. Sudden, unexplained health deterioration, an abrupt allergic reaction.
Are you sure no one gave her anything during the party? To eat or drink? Maybe it was simply her time. Do we even know how old she was when she woke up?
Look, let's just decide what to do quickly and get back to work. This is taking too much time.
You know what's the best thing?
Still, we are talking about corporate property, but it's your call.
We need to be rational about this. Cremate her corpse as quickly as possible and get back to our jobs. No. We can't do that.
What? Why not?
Don't you all remember what they said at training? If any member of the crew dies for an unknown reason, it is the duty of the scientist on board to carry out a post-mortem without delay.
Member of the crew?
She was a live being, and her cause of death, we should find out what really happened. And it's a mandatory procedure. Let's do it. Let's perform an autopsy and see what we can find out.
All right. I won't argue with procedures.
Another movie. This one was actually on my pile of shame. Yes, I was missing that. A lot of stuff. Nice. I don't know that movie.
اومدم
progress with Molly's autopsy? done. Should I go there next?
Anomaly. I haven't seen them behave like this. This looks like a good spot to use the gravity sensor. Find me when you have a moment. So, did you get any interesting readings from the gravity sensor?
Yes, fascinating stuff. The gravity field distortion forms a remarkable pattern. It's not like any of the other distortions we've encountered.
So, how do we proceed?
Well, it looks like we have no other way but to destroy this extraordinary phenomenon.
Are you serious? How am I supposed to use the illuminator on that?
No, the illuminator won't help us here. We'll need to create a counterforce that will neutralize the gravity field. It will have to be very powerful and extremely precise. I'll need some time to make the calculations. One mistake, and this whole thing can go dangerously wrong.
Okay, just please hurry up. We're running out of time.
I'm ready. Just give me a sign, and I'll jump on designing the details.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Oh, interesting. A motivational hoodie.
Motivational? Of course you did.
Anyway, thanks.
I discovered something new. An anomaly that seemed to
Pulsating.
Yeah, and it seemed to have...
Very interesting. I suppose destroying it will be easier if you time your movement accordingly to the...
Huh. You're never gonna believe what I found.
Let me guess. A time-distorting anomaly?
What? How did you know?
Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly and this, as you know, differences in So, you could...
Ever heard of smartest in the room syndrome?
No need to get upset, Jan. Just tell me more about the distortion.
Well, when I got inside this thing, it just, slowed me down while...
All around you, time seemed to speed up?
Yeah. What a discovery, Jan.
This is just get...
Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of.
Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should...
Huh. Interesting. Hey there. You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. I've been thinking about the branching thing. It's so confusing. Tell me about it. I mean, remember how I told you about my body? The one well, I don't get it. Why is it exactly that we're created with different minds? Like, it doesn't make much sense. Well, it's not the packaging that matters most. It's the content. That's what they say. But you don't brew ale only to pour it into plastic bottles. My skills, my whole personality derives from a certain... Huh. I know. And honestly, I find it a little hard. How can you be so... I guess I just had more important things to do. Studying, settling down, buying a house. Funny. Now that I look at it, you probably didn't have my motivation. Which was? Well, for me, it all started when I moved abroad. You know, I decided to stay there and... Didn't you have friends? Not at first, no. You could laugh. It was just work and sleep. So that's out of boredom at first. I made friends, started going out a lot. I drank less, slept better. I get you. Now that you've told me the whole story. Thanks. You know, maybe if I'd probably... Do you think there's a chance... I could try. Really? Thanks.
کارشون انجام بگه افراد
can find me when you have a moment.
That's ridiculously amusing.
You better watch your mouth, asshole.
Is there a problem? Listen, Jan, we're fed up with your mistakes. What do you mean, fed up? What is this? Morale is at an all-time low. You need to reevaluate your priorities or else. What exactly do you want me to improve? Good leadership requires treating people as equals, or at least creating a credible impression of doing so. Stop ordering us around like puppets. I hear you. I'll do what I can. Hey, are you done with the post-mortem? Did you find Molly's cause of death? Yes and no. Don't you just love science? I know the direct cause of death, and it wasn't food poisoning. No? No, it was a severe brain hemorrhage. What? Why? That's the tricky part. Her brain looked changed. Part of it was covered with a strange, transparent film, like mutated tissue of some sort. Any ideas where this tissue came from? I don't know, Jan. I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I'm certainly not a veterinarian. A basic autopsy on a human being is all I'm trained to do. I ran a sample through our standard lab tests, and so all I can tell you is this isn't any condition I could put a name on. Well, I guess there is nothing more we can do, at least for now. Why don't we leave it at that and get back to what's important? No. That would be just because it seems like an irrelevant... We ruled out bad food, and... However, there could be... Who knows if the proximity plane... We have no idea about the microbiome viruses. We should all get tested, just to be on this... So, the technician was right when he urged us to examine the sheep. And we were right to listen to him. Now let's follow through. Okay. MRI scan. A simple procedure that will give us the first... All I need from you is... Okay. I'll take care. Excellent. We'll start the checkups immediately. What were you arguing? Nothing. He's just oversensitive. Tell me more, please. What's there to tell? He cowers behind the mask of a hero who sacrificed his chance to get a proper education to stay with his mother, and he tried... I don't think he's cowering behind... Pride without ambition is just arrogance. Are you sure? Fair. See? Now go. Don't be ridiculous. Best I can... What was that about?
Just another valuable discussion with...
Details.
Do it.
You're more like...
Yeah.
It's more... Yeah, listen, I'm not...
like I'm done. Should I go there next? Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from several sources. 2 neutralizing towers, 1 per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. Man, we'll need to push like crazy to pull this off before the sun comes up. Right. And that's not the half of it. Once you've set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this.
see that you're angry. Just leave me alone.
Come on, let me help. What do you...
I don't know. Go to a bar,
If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right?
You know it.
To the Saber evacuation functionality. Locating organic matter deposits required. To the Saber evacuation.
Hey, lend me your... here. There's something I want to share.
You're doing something about the...
Something you wanted to discuss? Yeah. I know you have a lot to manage, but any chance you could take... Yeah, sorry. I'll see to it ASAP. Thanks. Really means a lot to me.
Hey, friend?
Okay, this looks like a good spot for the tower. And the other one... Yeah, I need to build it on the other side.
Cheers, man. To a fresh start. You're doing something about the general unhappiness, right?
چیه؟ بزنم شارژ.
Functionality then. Evacuation functionality then.
You again. You wanted to talk? I don't mean to question your decisions, but could you give me a rational... I'm concerned about your health. Radiation is not something we can... We have ways to deal. Any